EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Nice run there by Mark Ingram, the three-time Pro Bowler, three-time 1,000-yard rusher, was signed by the Texans to be a veteran presence in their running back room, despite the fact he'll be 32 in December. Hoping to get one more good season out of the former Heisman Trophy winner.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position. And to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. Running out of the gun with Etienne. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Jaguars are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. On the return, Tremont Smith. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
faking the give. Now Watson. That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And Deshaun Watson, when you think about the toughest quarterbacks in the league to game plan against, he's got to be in your top 5, does he not?
And when you talk about game planning, putting him in the top 5, that's an easy call because he can make every throw. That's not an issue at all. He has great touch delivering the football. But that mobility, that added dimension, when he escapes the pocket and those receivers find their way open, short, medium, and long, he finds the right guy. And last but not least, his toughness. He can stand in the pocket, take a hit, and deliver.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end. Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. From the shotgun, Lawrence. This one complete to the tight end, O'Shaughnessy. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now Lawrence. Steps away to his left. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off at the 39. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
And they finally bring him down, but he reaches the 16. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Texans with the first opportunity now from the red zone. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Watson a give. This is Johnson. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. David Johnson. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. That's caught. And he'll get in. And they take an 8-7 lead. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
This fielded right at the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Lawrence. Flushed out right. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game, has his team run the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, it's Lawrence. They'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 44-yard line. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 44-yard line. A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
And that's a pleasing run there by Travis Etienne. And every time I see him carry it, I think of the word mature. Why? 4 full seasons at Clemson, not something you normally get with a running back. Had almost 5,000 yards rushing, the school record, along with 70 rushing touchdowns. That's both the school record and ACC record. The second running back taken in the draft after Najee Harris from Alabama, number 25 overall. He's now wearing number 1 in the NFL after wearing number 9 at Clemson. He loves those single digits.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Another completion there. You know, we think about the draft back in the spring. He was selected, obviously, the number 1 overall pick. There's great money with that, but, Charles, I would think maybe an extra burden, too, or is that not that big of a deal at all?
It actually is in the beginning of his career an added burden, but it's one of those things that if you play well, it becomes something that justifies why you were taken number 1. You're fine with that. If you don't play well, it can be an albatross.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL start. And Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in this first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from him? Touchdown! An 11-yard touchdown. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
Hudson's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
2nd and 10. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. Here we go on fourth. Watson dancing to his left. Amendola has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Out of the gun, Watson. Out to the flat here for Johnson. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. So the pitch and catch good for 11. And that'll bring up second down. Here's Watson. Amendola's got it, complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
Good spot on the field to go for it, kind of no man's land as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter is telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow, might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway.
On first down, Watson. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson rolling to his left. Finding room to the 20. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Watson on first down. And he wisely will throw that one away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Johnson. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
And we see it.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. And wow, a gamble here right off the bat, an onside kick to begin the game. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Handoff for Etienne. And they are not going to let him turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the game. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Lawrence. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark, 51 yards. And the Jaguars are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Here's Smith to return it. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. K'Lavon Chaisson. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Watson now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. It's caught by Mark Ingram. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. So that time the pressure got home just as he was releasing the football and caused the pick.
And what it did was it Disrupted that fragile balance of the mechanics of throwing the football. You know, from the footwork to being able to actually throw it downfield. If one piece of that puzzle gets disrupted, it affects the entire chance of success.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And a dump off here to Robinson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Well, we've often talked, and rightly so, about how great a story James Robinson was last year. Undrafted as a running back to over 1,000 yards rushing as a rookie. But what gets lost, especially for being a big man like he is, he's a great athlete.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. There he goes, right side. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
Andre Cisco there on the stop. Now it's 2nd and 9. Watson now going to run the option right. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And the Jags grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And that one coming on his opening carry of the season. Do you give him a mulligan?
You would like to, but this game counts. If this were preseason, he'd get a mulligan. But this is for real, so not expecting that at all. Got to find a way to take care of it. I'm sure he'll get other opportunities.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's a give to Etienne. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd down and 7. Now Etienne. And he's going to be close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Texans 17. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll run with Etienne. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Lawrence. Flush to his right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne with his 1st career touchdown in his 1st career game. And the Jaguars are off to a 13-0 1st quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. To throw is Watson. Throw right side into the hands of Akins. Touchdown, Texans. Jordan Akins, a 22-yard touchdown ground. And the Texans have cut it to within a score.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
They'll try and run for it with Johnson. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Working with a 2nd and 3. They go play action now. Lawrence. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. It's a big play for the Jaguars. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Here's Etienne. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Lawrence to throw. He'll drop this one off with Etienne. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Hyde will get it into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it 21-8. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw, Watson. They go screen. This is Ingram. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
And he is such a tough quarterback to defend because you got to remember, arguably, he's more dangerous outside the pocket than he is in it. But how about the job they did defensively to stay with the receiver and knock the ball away? I think they had a sigh of relief there because oftentimes when he gets outside the pocket, big plays result downfield.
Flushed out right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Jags take over in terrific field position. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. James Robinson, 28 yards. And the Jags are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off the play fake, Watson. They'll roll him out right. Cook's full extension, it's complete. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Watson off play action. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Jags are going to get the